Okay. So anyway, once again, welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to say welcome to Haley. Scott and Harvey, you don't know Haley, but Haley is she is a new sign up, and I met Haley through Twitter, actually. Twitter's like my new favorite, amazing place to meet cool people. And it's kind of funny how people, it's like 5 minutes, you don't know who the person is. And then 5 minutes later, you're, adding them on Facebook and they're really cool. And she's just kind of, right from the beginning, just totally dug our whole little community and everything. And she's, she loves doing yoga and it's really helped her in her health with her kids. And she is excited to be here. Aren't you, Haley?
Yes, I am.
We see a picture of a square.
Yeah, and I think she's probably calling in. So I know that she spoke for a while with Brooke, and then she ended up signing up. And then Scott, obviously, Harvey, Dr. Quentin, but I mean, from knowing him from when he first started, you've got one of the best personally sponsored coaches, sponsors around, because this guy has perseverance tattooed right on his forehead. And
I see it there. Yes.
and
Thank you.
it's really nice to be able to, to say that the person that sponsored you is somebody that has had an amazing ability to fail forward. And obviously all of us that are here, that's what this is about. It's failing forward, but then at the same time, kind of looking within yourself and as a community, just kind of moving forward and in self-discovery, which is kind of cool. Harvey was really there when Brooke and I first started. And I don't know if you know Scott or if you know the story, Haley, but we never really had a sponsor. So it was really just us. And so we had to kind of go through all of the trial and error and what we're supposed to do. We didn't know what network marketing was. We didn't know what Beachbody was. And so Harvey was there since the beginning.
Okay.
And he was helping us all along the way. So
I don't know if helping is the right word. I was supporting. I don't know if helping is really appropriate.
Supporting is helping.
Oh, yeah.
And in terms of the network marketing structure, and you guys, don't have to know this until you get into the training a little bit, but you guys are all on the same line, by the way. So you're all on my right leg, but you guys are all on the same line as each other, which means, and that's one of the things with network marketing, is that we all help each other. Everybody has a vested interest in everybody else succeeding, which is really cool. So I don't know who this is. So the point of this call, by the way, is sometimes I'll do like an initial call like this, and sometimes I'll do like a full-on 60-minute getting started right call. But the point is, I think at first, is that you want to make sure that you get on the phone or you get on the call with the person that you sign up within like the first day or two. And the reason why is because if you notice what happens, like what's happening with our team, when you start growing and there starts to be momentum, people want to know what you're doing in terms of, what shake are you doing? What fitness program? Well, before you have this conversation that I'm going to have with you guys, you're actually going to, you'll actually sell that. You'll say, hey, yeah, this is what I'm doing. And then you'll kind of ask us for your coach ID. And then you'll think it's great because you're getting a commission, when really that's not what we do. It's really like, it's a little bit more of a step-by-step process to be able to help people rather than selling products. And that is eliminated when as soon as somebody signs up, you make sure that you get them started right. So they know step by step what's their job. So everything that we do, and this is the beauty of network marketing in any network marketing company, whether you're doing Mary Kay, whether you're doing Vima, whether you're doing Nerium, everything has to be duplicatable. So if you're doing something and you think it's something that'll work, that it's really cool, it's probably not duplicatable. So almost everything that's been done, success leaves clues. So almost everything now is you can access, like from the Beachbody Coach Online office, like those trainings are now all there, all that basic stuff. And so you need to know where to plug people in. That's the key to your success, because no matter, why does it say that my internet connection is unstable? Are you guys all there still? Hold on. Harvey, are you there?
What else is?
Are you guys there?
We are.
And that's what I think of Jason.
Oh, there he is.
We just got off the phone with the cable people, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's fixed." Okay, hold on. Let me get my Kind bar. Hold on.
Wait, now he's in a bedroom?
Yeah.
How's this switching back and forth without him pressing buttons?
What's that? Yeah, I've got a piggy, and hold on.
How can you be eating and talking?
Hold on. I'm really hungry. Hold on. I'm throwing this away.
I don't think it was his internet. I think he just wanted to go eat something.
I think, yes. Yeah. So anyway, Haley.
Yes.
What program are you doing?
Okay.
We don't really need you anymore. And I was crawling into bed.
Yeah.
Oh, this has really gone downhill.
Oh my God, Harvey.
Okay, get comfy because we're getting nauseous with the computer moving.
Okay. Let me get comfortable. Okay. Oh, good. It was still recording the whole time. Good. Wonderful.
Oh, you must have heard us then.
No, I had the computer closed. So, by the way, calls don't normally go like this. Normally they start on time. At least my ones lately, and they've been ending on time, which is exciting. So I don't even know what I was talking about last, but
you were signing up within 48 hours.
Yeah. So it's really important, no matter what you're doing, is that you onboard people right away as soon as possible, because just like Scott and Haley and anybody new, people are really excited, but nobody really knows. They're like, okay, great. I'm a coach. What do I do? What do I do first? People can have great reasons for doing this, but it can, just like anything else, it can become confusing if you don't know what the first step is, even though the steps for really anything in network marketing is actually much simpler than anything that we've ever done in dental school, or really, it's just, the steps are very easy. We overcomplicate things. So the key thing is that as soon as you sign somebody up, it is okay if you are not comfortable onboarding somebody because you have an upline and you have a sponsor. And that's where I noticed a disconnect has been happening with a lot of coaches signing up people, and they're not getting started right because they're too new, and they didn't know that they should be contacting their upline or their sponsor to say, hey, listen, I just signed somebody up. Can we do a GSR? What do I, so I can get them started. And that should go, that should be going until you're comfortable enough onboarding somebody right away. And that's really important, because when you sign up a coach, you're going to be telling them the same thing. So new coaches have to know that we have their back, that for the first 30 days that they're an apprentice coach, and that and that all their job is, and I'll go into this, the only job of a new coach is to be the best challenger possible, and whatever that means. And if that means, drinking Shakeology every day, how do you be the best challenger? You're plugging into the challenge group every day. You are giving feedback. You're maybe posting pictures, whatever it is that works with your personality and that you want to be doing, because you want to be the example. And it's really nice when you disarm a new coach like that to say, hey, listen, you are a coach. However, for the first 30 days, I'm with you. And your only job is to be the best challenger possible. And so if anybody asks you what you're doing and how because you'll be posting stuff about maybe what you're enjoying with Shakeology or working out or whatever. And if people ask, it's your job as a sponsor to be like, we'll walk through the steps of how we ask the right questions to see what they need. Because if people think that like they're shoe salesmen, so like they sign up to be a shoe salesman. If someone asks them what shoes they're wearing, they try and sell them the shoes. When this is a business of forming relationships and finding out what people need. So I'm gonna real quickly. What I'm gonna do is, and again, this is kind of the same thing that you go through with every getting started right call. And I'll give all you guys the outline here, because this is how you're going to onboard every new coach. So you'll have, of course, two different types of coaches. You'll have some that sign up with a $39.95 fee, and then some that have signed up with a challenge pack. So they both kind of will fall into that category. And as soon as they sign up, they get that welcome email from Beachbody. But that welcome email can be information overload really quickly. And that's why this call happens as soon as possible. Because it's important that information, it's very clear, but even just opening up the 7-day quick start can be overload if no one is telling you, hey, listen, it's okay. Like, this is all just information for you to absorb along with your regular life. This is new information. We're going to take this step by step. I got you. Like that's real important that as sponsors, that's what we do. So as our sponsor, it's also key to know that what do we represent for you guys, for anybody that you sponsor. We're obviously not your boss. We're not your babysitter. Really, it's important to understand that it's your business and that it's basically my job as your sponsor is to lead by example. Same thing with Harvey, with Scott, and so forth, and Haley when you sign up people. So my job is to inspire you, to guide you. I would never expect anything from you guys that I wouldn't do myself. And also to have it be, have feedback go both ways. And it's about having the CEO mindset. So you guys are not, followers of myself and Brooke. We are all each other's own CEOs, and we develop into our own. So what this GSR call is basically it's just a quick education into the Beachbody business. It's important to understand also that even though we say that we're Beachbody coaches, we are really, you almost want to disarm that term and say, hey, listen, you're really a distributor. And it's important because with a lot of network marketing companies, they just call them distributors. So there's no confusion with what do you have to do above and beyond put interested parties in front of a product that you think will work for them through developing relationships. That's all we do. What happens is what people think is that we are health and wellness coaches. I don't care what Carl Deichler says, but if you want, there's two different things that you have to say in your mind with what do you want to achieve with this business. And both are okay, but you have to understand that, and I'm going to tell you, there's one mindset and then it goes this way, and there's another mindset and it goes this way. This is one of the only businesses that I know that you have to think like this because this is so in line with what America's problems are. So it's not like just like makeup or or purses or things like that. I mean, this is actually, you're helping people with their livelihood. And so I think that's where people sometimes mix the two. As a health and wellness coach, you put people in challenge groups, you help people, you can hold them accountable, you get emotionally connected to them as they hit their struggles, you're kind of helping them work through that. You're their health and wellness coach. If that's your primary mindset, and that's okay, then you will be, eventually, you'll be stuck in the dollars for hours mindset. If you want to leverage yourself, which is what network marketing is, that's what makes this business so great, is that you leverage yourself not only with your information, but the fact that we have a team. You build yourself on the team that you build. And if you think of it that way, then a Beachbody coach is somebody who believes in the product, has increasing amount of passion for the product. And again, as I'm saying these words, think about me substituting any other product for the Beachbody products. So they have extreme passion for the product, and they have committed themselves to developing relationships with people, asking questions, and putting interested parties in front of that product to see if this is to see if this is a solution for their need. And ultimately, through using third-party tools, through videos and things like that, or stories, that's the biggest thing, through testimonials, through your own life story, then that interested party would make the decision that this might be an answer to their solution. The success comes all in that box, not from us. And that's where the confusion is. The nutrition is the Shakeology. The fitness program is there. The diet plan, the nutrition plan, it's all in that book. And there's the accountability and support of a challenge group that we plug them into. So we are just there to connect them to all that and to make sure that they are connected to all that. But the support and the accountability is from the challenge group, not from us. Now, granted, we do that, but it's important to understand that because you want to leverage your time. The majority of your time needs to be developing relationships and recruiting over and over and over again. Because where you're not recruiting and where you're not having people understand what the bigger picture is, then there's no longevity. Otherwise, you have somebody that's kind of taking a nutrition product and like it's, for instance, in my, where I work is a lot of lower to middle class families. If they didn't become coaches and they didn't start inspiring other people, there's no way that they'd be able to just, keep affording it till the end of time. Because what was new becomes old, no matter what it is, and no matter how good it is for them. But when they start to transition it and realize what network marketing gives them, and it gives them freedom, it gives them complete financial freedom eventually, it gives them challenges that makes life exciting. That's what we do. That's where the majority of your time comes from, investing in personal development in how to talk to people and how to just see the world differently and to have the confidence that this is a better way and that where we are going in the future, that there's only really three main ways to leverage yourself with income. One's real estate. Another is opportunity entrepreneurism or information entrepreneurism, meaning if you have information, people will buy it from you. Like if I had pediatric dentistry and I want to sell DVDs or products or books or whatever. And then the third is network marketing, which requires no startup. It requires no education. All it requires is an extreme, ridiculous passion to want to develop relationships and lead a better life. So I like to start with that because that's it's important to understand that. And then you combine that with the fact that this is the solution that helps people really get back on track with their health. That's just cool. So now, is Beachbody for everybody? Well, no, you have to have an interest in health and fitness. I mean, health and wellness. So you're not an active health and wellness coach, but you have to have an interest in it. If you couldn't care less about it, I mean, you might be able to do well, but you're not gonna have a lot of passion behind it. So, okay, so let's talk about, so what is network marketing? So network marketing is a social selling model, and we are the distributors. It's a way to bring a product to the masses. That's what network marketing is. Obviously, we know it's not everyone's like a pyramid scheme and everything. And, I kind of laugh about that because I actually tell people, I said, so what if it was? If everybody was just signing up people and making money, does it make a difference? And most people laugh, and they're like, well, I guess it kind of wouldn't if everybody knew what it was. But of course, this isn't a pyramid scheme. A pyramid scheme is basically where you sign up people and you just make money just from signing people up, and there's no product distributed. There's no product exchanged. So this isn't a pyramid scheme. But with network marketing, there's no overhead costs. With Beachbody, the only thing that you pay is $15.95 a month for your coach fee, which is waived if you're active duty military or if you're retired or if you're a veteran. But for that $15.95, it pays for all of your customer service. It pays for your personal development, the success on demand. It pays for all of the updates and everything in that coach online office. It pays for all of the extra training that provides. It also gives you your websites, which I put in lowercase because you'll realize that when you start developing relationships, there's really you never send people to your website because we're not salesmen. It's you present people with what their best option is, and then you walk them through how to purchase whatever it is that they need. So the people that do that are the people that are salespeople. Those are the grinders, and those are the ones that can't really get out of that dollar for hours mindset. So why multi-level marketing? So multi-level marketing gives you freedom, flexibility, and friendships. It's got unlimited potential. The more work you put in, the more money that you make, and over time. And there's unlike anything else. Everything else has a ceiling. And what it does is, more than anything, it allows you to leverage your time. So why does somebody sign up as a coach? So there's 3 reasons that people will sign up as a coach. And one reason is for the discount or for the accountability. So the 25% discount on the products, or for the extra added level of accountability. The second is for the lifestyle and for the friendships. Like, they're just totally digging this community, and they don't necessarily want to go all in, but they really like what this is about, but they're still kind of juggling their time and things like that. And then the third is the business builder, the one that's like, listen, I need to replace my job. I'm in this. You tell me what to do, and I'm all in. So you always want to be thinking about why you became a coach, and it will change. So when I first became a coach, I became a coach for the discount. About a month in, I changed to a business builder once I started to realize what this meant. And depending on the speed is what you will plug that coach into. And I say this because this is, of course, you're going to see how step by step this works, where you could be a brand new coach and you don't have to be nervous about signing up other coaches because you don't need to know everything. You have an upline sponsor that is, such as myself or Harvey, that is walking you through the steps, and you'll have these steps. So you just go boom, 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 boom. And it's duplicatable to their coaches and so forth. So if someone tells you they're a preferred customer, then what that means is that they don't really want to coach or focus right now. They just want to focus on themselves, which is totally cool. And so basically, their job is to really just be the best challenger possible, and that you provide them with all the layers of accountability, and that if you want to do weekly check-ins, or they want to do for the first week, whatever it is that you want to do, you plan it out and set them up for success. The hobby coach is somebody that, of course, they're busy and they're still kind of unsure. And the hobby coach and the business builder, you're going to do the same thing, because what you're going to do is you're going to plug them into a challenge group that your sponsor is running. And you guys will run one together for the first 30 days. So it'll either be your sponsor, or your sponsor will plug you into, like if Brooke was running one or whatever, like an all women's one or whatever that means. The point is that you wouldn't be doing it alone. You'd be doing it with your sponsor, with an upline, because your job for the first 30 days is to be an apprentice coach, to be the best challenger possible and understand what it is that we do. The best coaches are not the ones that are till the end of time doing challenge groups. But the key is, for the first 30 days, they need to know the structure, because that's how we start to rebuild habits and help people when they sign up. So basically, for the first 30 days, they're plugging into a challenge group, and then they plug into the team calls and the national wake-up calls. And this is all in the 7-day quick start. So most of you guys, I think, Haley and Scott, Scott was already, in one. So what is a challenge group? A challenge group is a safe space. That's it. It's a safe space. It's a private Facebook accountability group where basically you connect people to a product that will help them. And the challenge pack plus the support of a coach plus the accountability group is what does it. Now, one thing that you always want to be mindful of is that for some people that are leading very troubled, negative lives, a challenge group is one of the only positive aspects of their life. And for some people, it becomes a new family, and that's what we've seen. And it might be their only outlet, and you're providing them with this wonderful experience. So even if you only have one challenger, I always say less is more, because it allows you to really learn along the ropes and have an intimate connection of what it is that we do. So the apprentice coach goals these are your goals as a coach, as a new coach. So basically, like I said, you want to be the best challenger possible. What does that mean? It means that you're going to work out daily, you're going to drink Shakeology, you're going to check in, participate, add feedback in the groups, encouragement, share things along the way. And sharing things along the way is huge as a new coach, because what's obvious for you might not be for others. And there's also no right or wrong. If you're not comfortable posting certain things, it's whatever's comfortable for you. So, and I think, like I said here, it's okay if you're just starting. You want to share your aha moments along the way. So there's a video that shows you how we earn money, and there's a video in the Coach Online office. So that's a video that you're going to watch again. That's a video that's in the 7-day quick start. We get 24% commissions on our products. And then, of course, the main way that we make money is in our team bonus cycles, of course, where there's another video. And as you sponsor coaches, you'll continue to grow your business. And the difference between a regular corporation where a manager is tasked to train you, he has no real vested interest in training you to the best of his ability, because his job is in jeopardy if he could take over your job if he gets trained too well. Well, this is the opposite. Everybody has a vested interest in training everybody as good as possible, because we all rely on each other for our income. So it's a true network of support of coaches, and that's really cool. So the next thing is, how do you achieve success as a coach? So number one, no matter what, is mindset. And with mindset, there is 5 things that you have to be that you have to always be aware of. Number one is that you got to remain coachable. You got to be a sponge. For some people, like I know for myself and Harvey and Scott, having gone to dental school and everything, like that's not the easiest thing in the world, because we have very strict things. We've been to school for a while, and then all of a sudden realize what we think is a way to do things or not it's not always easy to be coachable. I'll just leave it at that. But that's one thing, is you always want to be coachable, be a sponge, and success leaves clues. You want to be resourceful. This is enormous. You don't want to just rely on me on the team page for answers. You want to look for clues, follow top coaches. That's what Brooke and I did. We were resourceful at the beginning, just like Harvey is that what causes people to just kind of quit when they don't know what they're doing is you just are resourceful. The resources are there. It just depends on how many different directions you want to look for things. We've got YouTube, you have Twitter, there's a lot of different ways if you can't find an answer. Now we have a larger team, so it's a little bit easier, but always know that you always want to be resourceful if you come to a crossroads and you're not sure where to go. You want to be resilient because you are going to hear no's more than you've ever heard in your life. More than you're going to have naysayers, you're going to have people return Shakeology, you're going to have bumps in the road, but in the end, it's so minuscule compared to your vision and the big pot of gold, and meaning your freedom at the end of the tunnel. And you're in it for the long haul. Always remember that if everybody said yes to health and wellness or to network marketing or whatever, number one is that you don't want that. Like, then the ratios would be off and it would just dilute the market. That's the first thing. But also is that everybody struggles with health or exercise or whatever. And it makes sense that this is one of the toughest things. So people always want to have an excuse. They will always want to, it's human nature to be pessimistic before optimistic, to look for issues. And if in their mind they're looking for a problem, then they're looking for something to confirm that problem rather than something to actually go the other way. It's called like confirmation bias. So if you think it's a good thing, then you're going to err towards that. If you think it's a bad thing, then you probably will just find the first little thing that's wrong, and then you'll kind of pick at that. So the key with all that, by the way, as you get better and more confident, and that's the key, is that the more confident you get, you won't even remember the objections because you've got such like ridiculous posture with what this represents that you just move on to the next. Like, I don't have time. Like, okay, this is the story. I'm providing ridiculous amount of value for you. This is what we got. This is this is what it is. We're ready to move forward. And if they give all the little nonchalant, all right, you know what? You ready to go, man? All right, listen, my time's valuable. I got to move on to the next guy that needs help, period. And, it's 24 hours in a day, and it's like, go, 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 go. It's like, I'm turning in my car because I'm getting a faster car because I'm going to run you over if you slow down. And that's like the mentality you got to have and then when you kind of get exhausted, then you recharge again. That's what allows you to just be resilient and just kind of have that like ridiculous posture. Another thing is be patient, obviously. You want to exercise patience, consistency, effort, and you need to develop the entrepreneur mindset. What the average person does is the average entrepreneur, when they hit their first point of failure, they quit. They fold up shop. And this isn't network marketing. This isn't any entrepreneur. And so a true entrepreneur that succeeds is somebody that they have their vision and they know all they do is they surround themselves with success. They surround themselves with people that just make them better. It's like their car is like, if I listen to my car, like I've got Grant Cardone. I'm listening to people that like pump me up all the time and give me personal development all the time. And that has to do with the entrepreneur mindset that like, if I'm failing forward. And then number 5 is jump before you're ready. Success comes from taking action. So if you're new and you sponsor a new coach, don't be afraid to get on the phone with them. Be honest with them saying, hey, listen, man, this is why I joined. I'm brand new, but this is the fire that I feel. And then you tell the story of myself or Brooke and how we got into this and how we reached out to you or Harvey. And it's all about it's all about the momentum. People will buy, people will want to be a part of passion more than facts 7 days a week. So it's almost like if you need to get in front of the mirror and practice that passion, then you do it. You do the things that you need to do to get you that passion and that consistency. Now, what happens over time is that like when you get the naysayers and things like that, like I have I have so much confidence now when I see that I know that, like, we already see the parabolic growth, like in our, you know, in our incomes, that we're like this for a while, and then all of a sudden it's going like this. So we already know we're going to be 7-figure earners. Like, it's not an option. Like, we know it. Like, it's not even like maybe. And so it's like, who's with us? It's like everybody that's here with us, everybody that's on this call, everyone's in it to help as many people as possible. And that's what it does, because that's what money does. Money buys you freedom to be able to buy whatever you want in the grocery store, to be able to travel the world with your kids, spend more time, whatever it is. So when someone is a naysayer, all in my mind is, I think to myself, number one, you will never have a successful person ever be a naysayer. The most successful people in the world would never say that. Warren Buffett, if I went up to him and I presented him with this, he'd probably ask me some questions about it. He may not join, but he definitely wouldn't give you crap about it. And always think like that. And in the back of your mind, be laughing, because how foolish the world is that they still think that they know the way the world works. And we're the ones that really know. So another thing is, in terms of, there's a quote that was in the Darren Hardy book that says, this is about consistency. Rome wasn't built in a day, but it was built every single day. And that's very key, is that you've got the steps on what we do as coaches, and that we need to be doing, like the 3 vital behaviors is like the foundation. That's what you do every single day. So every day you are being a product of the product. Doesn't mean that you are doing a home-based workout every day, but it means that you are treating your body, you're a product, proof the product works. You're drinking your Shakeology, and you are eating the right things, or you have a plan, and maybe you're doing a workout, an exercise, maybe it's a rest day, whatever it is, but you've planned it out. That means that you're proof the product works, because you understand the system. That you're inviting every day. You're inviting people to the business opportunity. You're inviting people to in front of the product. You're inviting people into free value, free detox groups, free clean eating groups, or maybe just free information, free advice. So there's those, like the 3 ways that you're inviting. And it's not all about, hey, listen, how can I sell something to you? I'm always thinking, how can I ask as many questions as possible so that I can really actually be so awesome and interested in them? And that maybe it'd be kind of cool if, like, they have an interest for my recipes or something, because in the end, we all need help in something, and we all want community. Now, when you invite, you're going to start, when you start talking and you're really interested in them, what'll end up happening is they become interested in you. And that's very key. That's how you start building, because your personality just changes. And that comes to number 3 in their vital behaviors, which is personal development. That's one thing that you want to be consistent with every day. And there's 2 parts to personal development. The one part is the reading and the listening and everything. And the second part, which is what a lot of people end up failing to do, is they don't put it into action. They read, and then they're wondering why, like, their business isn't changing. And it's because they're not putting it into exercise. And it's important to do that slowly but surely. A lot of it all comes, in my personal opinion, comes from just the ability to ask questions over and over again, and putting yourself in situations where you just get to know people. So as a new coach, that's the last thing that we're going to go over in this initial call, is the most important actions as a new coach is you want to plug into the challenge group, and you want to invite people to join you. So let me move forward here. Hold on.
I think
okay. So
it froze.
What's that?
You're freezing up.
Oh, am I there? Am I back? Okay. So as a new coach, the first thing is that you want to find 2 to 3 people to do this with you. And you want to basically 2 or 3 friends or whatever, somebody that may want to have some accountability with you and say, hey, listen, I'm doing this because of this. And I was wondering if you'd like to, we could hold each other accountable, whatever wording that you want to use. And maybe you'll only have to invite 2 or 3 people to find 2 or 3 people. And maybe you'll have to invite 30 people and start talking to them. But that's really your goal, is to find a couple people to really do this challenge with you. And as you go through the challenge, you're learning, you're gaining skills. You're basically being a sponge as you guys learn about each other. And by the time that you're ready for your next challenge group, then you're leading your own. So the first one you're doing with your sponsor, and your sponsor will help you if you have a tough time at different ways on how to find 2 or 3 people. And as you are that challenger, you are sharing your journey. And you are, in terms of your Facebook wall, you also want to make sure that you're not just posting all of a sudden all Beachbody stuff, because that'll just kind of look weird. So one thing that we tell people is to write down 5 areas that you guys like. So for instance, like Harvey likes scuba, and maybe he wants to do, meal planning, or maybe another thing that he likes, top 3 and 4, and then Beachbody. And so what you want to do is you want to have like these little sticky notes. And so throughout the days, you want to sprinkle in Beachbody all over the place with your journey, with what it's doing for you and why you're doing it and what it's making you feel like. So after that first month, you've got the 2 or 3 people. Then you host your own challenge group, and then you help those people get results and encouragement. And you're giving tips of what helped you in those first 30 days. And your coaches, your future coaches, will come from the people in those challenge groups that you see posting daily, that you see giving feedback, that you see kind of almost helping out on their own and paying it forward. Those are going to be good future coaches in that respect. Personally, the majority of my coaches now don't come from challenge groups. They come from me just presenting the opportunity to people directly. But they, for a lot of people, they will come from those challenge groups. Now, as you enroll coaches, then they will be in your challenge group as apprentices, and the whole cycle starts over again, and then you help them duplicate it. So it's basically what happens is it's all the same thing, is that you walk them through it. They're an apprentice, and then slowly you let them kind of get their wings, and let them fly. That business quick start is really important, along with the coach action list, because it lets you fill out. And I don't know, Haley, did you complete that yet, or?
No, I haven't completed it yet.
Okay, but you've seen it, right? Okay. Scott, did you fill it out yet?
Sorry. Yes.
Okay. So that's something that you want to go over with Harvey when you do. And take some time with that, because the business quick start, as well as the coach action plan, that will walk you through obstacles. It will walk you through what time that you're going to be able to commit to coaching throughout the week. Even if it's 10 minutes, I always tell people 10 minutes or 2 hours doesn't make a difference. At least if you plan it, then that's what you know that you can commit to. And also, what are your goals? So it gives you a success club goal, an income goal, and it's very easy, because we make sure our job is to get your product paid for. So our job is to show people how to initially, very honestly, find 2 or 3 people to join in together and hold each other accountable and have some fun. And that's really where it starts. Now, of course, there's ways to branch out and doing free clean eating groups and all those other things to be able to get in free challengers. But this is the easiest duplicatable thing, because it forces you to, now, by the way, those 2 or 3 people, one of the things that you are in the getting started right, one of those things, there's the memory jogger and the contact list, those things. You're going to be writing down like 100 names. I mean, I think in one thing it had you write down like 200 or 300 names, like everybody that you know. And then you start scaling it down. And from there, that's where you start. That's your initial list. And it's amazing. The memory jogger is real good because it lets you actually realize people that you didn't even think to know. And from there, then you start working on how to develop relationships. Because again, it's not, hey, listen, you want to join a challenge group? It's making a commitment to just seeing what they're up to, reconnecting, maybe through Facebook, maybe through Twitter, maybe through just picking up, having a text message saying, hey man, I this is what I'm doing, or some free value that they may be interested in. So my big disarming thing that I really like to do is I absolutely love the Team Beachbody website. Love it. I think there's a lot of awesome free value in there. And so I've dedicated good time to understanding what is the free value there, because that is one of the easiest ways to make a contact and have it be disarming, is by tell them that I've got this awesome free value. I thought this would be of interest for you. Would you be interested? Or is there a time that I could, if I have your email address, I can hook you up with this free account. It's got some awesome nutrition stuff for your kids, whatever it is. And from there, then you can establish a relationship to see, hey, listen, let me know. And I have absolutely no idea, but do they have any nutrition goals or problems or something? Because then that will guide you on that free website towards certain things. But then it will also open the door for what you're doing for the more proven method. So, okay. So I'm going to end it there. And then of course there's how to invite to challenge groups and stuff like that. That happens in the second call. Okay. So for this initial call, so your to-do list, okay, is number one, complete that business quick start and contact your sponsor as soon as that's done, and send that over to them, and take some time to look at that why. And the other thing is, in the training tab of your Coach Online office, it says start here and then coach, and you want to start working through those videos, and so you can start to become familiar with the Coach Online office and some of those first videos. The reason why I'm just directing you there is because where before we were like sending you videos that were attached to our websites and everything, that's not duplicatable. What's duplicatable is to tell you to go to Beachbody, to go to either the CEO welcome or go to training and go to start where it says training, and then start here, and then new coach, and then next is Emerald Coach, things like that. Is that it's step by step. And we lead by example, which means that if we're recommending it, we have to, even if we're an established coach, we've got to walk through it so we know what they're going to be doing. And if you want to get the experience, like Harvey, this would be good, is that you do a YouTube video walking somebody through the start here and the coach tab and what are some things of interest. And those are kind of little things. Even if it's not something that you're broadcasting, in a huge way, it sometimes helps us as coaches understand, because I know that's what I did. So, okay. So I'm going to stop the recording. I'm going to post this and I'll send the recording to you guys.
Okay.
You can send me, Scott, you can send any questions to myself or Harvey. And so what you want to do is set up a time for, I would say like by either tonight or tomorrow, just shoot us back with a time of when you can get that done, and so that we can plan a time to meet.
Okay.
So again, those are the two things. Finish that business quick start. Within that'll be the contact list and the memory jogger, and it will start to work through the start here and a couple of those videos. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And the end of every call, by the way, with coaches, you always want to give them something to do.
Okay.
Okay. All right, guys. So I will talk to you guys later, and we will talk soon. Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Sorry
Thank
about the
you.
connection.